Hi, I'm Jess from the Nimbai. Today I am going to offer you, Taurus, a timeless tarot message. This message is intended to find you when you need to hear something within it most. It's a general reading, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest for someone else. Tarot taps into energies. They can represent you, people, situations, other things around you, past, present, or future. You will know how this fits into your story. Let's pull an overall animal energy for your reading. All right, you get two. Rabbit and coyote. Rabbits in this deck represent fears, calling out your fears specifically, and coyote is the trickster. I feel like this is saying, the message I just got was that you are tricking yourself into creating your fears. That's a pretty powerful message. Yeah, don't do that. Why would you do that? Right, let's see. Let's just dive on in and see what message the universe has for you today. All right, Taurus. Message for Taurus. What does Taurus need to hear most at this time on their journey? Apparently, I cannot shuffle. Message for Taurus. Let's do 3 more shuffles. I am struggling with this today. Are you struggling with your life? Super easy things that you normally do all the time with ease? Maybe you have a hard time. 2. All right, 1 more. 3. Struggling to speak. That's what I just heard. Okay. All right. What message do we think you have for Taurus? The High Priestess, Wheel of Fortune, Mother of Wands, Judgment. Any other messages for Taurus that they need to hear at this time that will serve them most on their journey? Thank you. 7 of Pentacles. Let's get 1 more card. 1 more card for Taurus. Thank you. Ace of Wands in reverse. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Cups. Every time I see this particular 5 of Cups, all I can think is you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. It's like feeling frustrated with what you can't control. Okay. Let's see. Scoop this all over. Okay. Really just feel this very like blocked energy. Like there's things that are trying to change and trying to come intuition and but there's just like blockages. Let's see what that's all about, shall we? Okay. 5 of Cups. Yeah, it's just feeling this sense of something being out of your control. Feeling some apathy around that with this 5 of Cups. You know, but ask yourself, are you tricking yourself into creating your own fears? What we put out into the universe comes to us. So what are you putting into the universe? All right. Let's see what this 5 of Cups is all about. 5 of Cups. Tell me about this 5 of Cups for Taurus. 5 of Cups for, thank you, Taurus. Thank you. Okay. The Lovers in reverse. All right. So there could be a blocked love or maybe a stagnating love. You're feeling like you're having to juggle a lot of things around this love. It could be situations outside of it that you're juggling, or it could be just your feelings about it in general. I'm just feeling this really stagnant energy. And then there's the Devil. And, you know, that can talk about codependency. Also, this could be juggling maybe even more than one relationship. I don't know why I feel that way. It doesn't have to be like you're cheating on somebody or somebody's cheating on you. It could just be like, you know, your connection to your job is interfering with your connection to your children or to school, or, you know, take it how it fits into your story. But just there's interference is what I'm feeling. And this interference is like, it's coming off really heavy, like really oppressive. It does feel like codependency in a lot of ways. There's this beetle, this scarab beetle in the center of that pentagram. Yeah, it's like, you know, so I'm just, the way this is, like the beetle is like walking towards that light at the top of the star. I don't know if that's beetle or fly. There's that candle though, but it's like this sense of being drawn toward a flame, but this one's like trapped in some kind of star that's like connected to the devil. Like, are you drawn towards something else that you're not actually going toward? And so you're just kind of like staring at it, staring at that water that you know you want to drink. You know, the horse. I don't know. It's like juggling something that you want to do versus something you feel obligated to do. Okay. Are you tricking yourself into feeling those obligations? Let's talk about this high priestess. This high priestess knows everything, right? She knows everything. She might keep a secret, but she knows. Let's talk about the high priestess for Taurus. Tell me about the high priestess for Taurus. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. It's like intuitively somebody knows that they need to move toward like connections with friends, other connections that support and celebrate who this person is. It's like they need to move toward that. They need to communicate with those people. They need to just be around those people. And intuitively you know this, but for whatever reason, you're hanging out here stuck like this hanged man. You know, did you put yourself up there? Did somebody else tie you up there? Do you have the means to get yourself down? Are you using this time as a, you know, shift in perspective? But what I really do feel very strongly about is that there's this call to action to be around the people that support and, you know, celebrate you. I feel intuitively you do know this, you recognize this. You know, but maybe you're like secretively shutting someone out. That's interesting. Okay, what I just heard was that you are shutting your feelings out around this person. Interesting. You're keeping them a secret to yourself. Is that out of fear or trickery? Interesting. All right, Wheel of Fortune. Thank you. As I said that, I was drawn to this owl up here. Owls are super stealthy. They are deceptively quiet. You don't hear them coming. Anyway, see what we got. We got the Four of Cups and the King of Rods. Interesting. So now we have the King and Queen of Wands. The rods and wands are the same. Right here, sitting next to each other. Somebody feels a little too grounded into a current situation to take action or grab an opportunity that's coming their way. I feel like they're trying to change that. Or some, you know, maybe they've been too focused and too grounded into this connection that they currently have. And they're not seeing that they can reach for that new opportunity. And so the Wheel of Fortune is coming in saying, hey, maybe that's a little self-deception right here with the owl. Shining a little light on it. And that King of Rods, he goes after what he wants. He follows his passion, his creative spark, his intuition. He has courage to go after things. He's not going to sit there and let a couple of trees hold him back. All right, let's talk about this Mother of Wands. Thank you. This one to me speaks of transformation. All right, the Four of Pentacles. Okay. The Ten of Swords and Death. Yeah, transformation. Could that get any more clear? Someone needs to let go of a situation that felt like something they put a lot of work into, but really them holding on to it is blocking their transformation, is what I'm seeing. You know, this snake, she's all curled up, nurturing her eggs, waiting for them to hatch with her wand. Then we've got Death and the Ten of Swords. Something's over. Something's really over, but it can't transform unless you let go of it. And this is a blocked energy because it's in the reverse. It's like holding on to something that is dead, that is over, is blocking that death from transforming into a new beginning. All right, Judgment. Let's talk about this Judgment card. What do we have to tell Taurus about this Judgment? Thank you. The King of Pentacles. Let's grab one more. Whoa, it's a long one. All right, the Eight of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands and the Three of Wands. Sorry, the Ace of Swords and the Three of Wands, both in reverse. Yeah, this is... I just realized how I put this down. So, we got this Judgment card, right? And there's this bird. I hope you can see that. There's this big bird right here up at the very top. Flying all out of all that chaos down there. Flying up here. Without realizing what I was doing when I set these down, because I didn't have enough room to put them down here, I put those on top. It's like flying away from this blockage, you know, or like flying, you know, yeah, just leaving that behind. You realize you can't wait for something to change. You like can't block your own progression. You can't block your own clear thinking. But you have been. Because you've been sitting in this energy. But this energy is below. It's in all this dark... Excuse me. It's all this dark chaos down here. It's below. So it's like somebody's having to walk away from their comfort zone, walk away from something that they've... or fly away, that they've put a lot of work into. You know, but they're going into uncharted territory. They're going into something totally new, but it's bright. You know, and they feel like they don't have this clear thought or clear vision or like even that anything is coming in. But it's like moving away from that energy. You're moving out of the unclarity. You're moving away from waiting for something to happen. And you're just taking flight and you're going. All right, and then we've got the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles talks about evaluating the seeds that you've sown, right? Evaluating your harvest. Right here, it's almost like a transition point, right? We've got these pentacles going up. And then like, there's like these lines, right? They're going that way and then they're going that way. It's like a changing point. Yeah, something needs to change. Something needs to shift. And I think you're seeing that, Taurus, that you've been going along this status quo, status quo, status quo, and then you hit the pentacles and you shoot upward, just like that bird, right? Something is beeping. I have to put you on hold for a second because it's driving me a little bit crazy. Thanks for bearing with me there. That was a alarm clock randomly set off to go off right now. It said it was 7 actually, so maybe the battery is dying. Anyhow, change of direction, right? Like I heard the call and had to stop what I was doing to go fix something in my life to make me feel better. I feel much better. I don't know if you could hear that, but it was driving me a little bit crazy. Okay, let's talk about this Seven of Pentacles, Taurus. Thank you. All right. Yeah, it's like somebody hasn't wanted to make this change because it's the unknown. It's dark. There's darkness all around it. You have no idea what this change is going to bring, where you're flying. So you basically just haven't been making it, right? But this is a changing point. You're at a transition right here. You know, you've been status quo, status quo, status quo. You're about to take right off. But there's still a blockage. Now we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Why are we still blocked here? I mean, these energies are all here. So it's like you're blocking your own transformation. Huh. All right, Ace of Wands. Thank you. Four of Wands in reverse. It feels unstable. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you feel unstable. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. You feel unstable. You don't want to go after this new passionate beginning that you see. And it could be very solid. It could be a new start for a solid foundation, but you have a lot of heartache. That could be because you're having to leave something that you put a lot of work into. It could be like, you know, some kind of family or relationship or something along those lines. Whatever it is, it hurts you. But not addressing that it exists is also bringing you heartache. So, you know, what's worse? Like turning your back to a new beginning and just staying in status quo, which obviously isn't leading to any growth. It's just kind of like flatlined here. It's like you know, just keep going back to this card. All those lines, those are just status quo, status quo, status quo. And the Ace of Pentacles shoots right up, right? But you'd have to choose that. You'd have to choose to evaluate that changing point. You'd have to choose to go after something you're passionate about. You'd have to make that judgment call to transform an energy. Yeah, and then the Ace of Cups, right? I feel like somebody, you know, we don't have a ton of cups here. The only cups, we got the Five of Cups, which is it's not the best feeling. Four of Cups, also not the best feeling. And the Three of Cups, which is good. I like the Three of Cups. It's celebratory. It's talking about friends and connections and, you know, so 3, 4, 5. But it's like, that's the wrong progression that you want. You want 9 cups or 10 cups. But you got to start with that ace, I suppose. Also, you know, where do you offer your love? Do you even offer it? Or do you just wait for it to come into you? And then not accept it? Like this Four of Cups guy, because he's so stuck in his situation. Grounded into it. Look at all those leaves and stuff. He's just stuck there with those 3 cups. Not grabbing it. He's looking right at it. He sees it. Are you letting your fear trick you out of your Ace of Cups? Okay. Let's get some advice. I'm feeling colorful. Let's go with this deck. Let's get you some advice. Well, with that ace next to the 5, then you get 6 cups right here, right? 6 cups reminiscing the past. That feels nice. Although, are you tricking yourself out of something because you're obsessing about what went wrong in the past? Ooh. All right, let's see. Advice for Taurus. What advice do we have for Taurus regarding this spread? Thank you. 2 more cards, please. Thank you. And 1 more card. That's a lot more than 1. How about just 1? Okay, fine. Fine, I'll take that. The Devil on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, fear. Fear just keeps coming up for you, huh? All right, so that's on its side. Let's see what we got. 2 of Cups, 2 of Swords, 10 of Wands, Ace of Wands. Those are both up right now. Strength is on its side. All right, so on the one hand, you have the 2 of Cups as one of your choices. Sometimes when I put this 2 of Swords down, that's like the separation of what 2 choices you have to make. So one of them is love, you know, following that Ace of Cups, following your love, whatever. And she's looking right at it, even though she's blindfolded. That's almost like High Priestess energy, right? She's blindfolded, but looking right at those 2 cups. So that's her High Priestess is like pulling her in that direction, just intuitively. Walking away from all this extra baggage, this 10 of Wands, releasing burdens, right? Putting those down, that's good. And the Ace of Wands, it's passionate new beginning, right? This could also be like creativity, but it's just some new passionate spark. She's walking toward it, right? She's walking right toward that Ace of Wands. I love that the Wands are coming up right now so much, especially because we have the King and Queen of Wands here. But strength is on its side. I think that's what's keeping this movement from happening. So going toward your love, or putting down your burden, or choosing not to be courageous. She's blocked here, you know, choosing not to be courageous and strong and go after your passions. It's like either way, you kind of know what you need to do, but you're blocking yourself because of this devil, because of fear. Fear of being played. Interesting. The way he's got the, this guy down here, he's like a puppeteer, right? The devil. He's got the puppet strings tied to his fingers. That guy's like so scared though, he like can't even see that he's just tied to the devil by his fingers, like the guy's fingers and the devil's fingers. Like it's just barely even connected. All right, Taurus, let's see. Grab you a fortune. Luck will be yours when you least expect it. I like that for you. Are you calling in your fears and tricking yourself? Or are you going to just, you know, take that cup that the universe is offering you, but you have to reach out and grab it? All right, Taurus, until next time, love and light. Bye.